Sackett Bay out in Long Island?
Yes. He's using his mother's name now, Belmar. His mother was English.
Anatole Belmar.
Yeah.
Tell me, how is it you have Anatole Barber Belmar's whereabouts at your fingertips?
We have a trade association. I am corresponding secretary. Even though Anatole is retired from our trade, he has faithfully kept up his dues.
I see. Oh, I want to thank you, Mr. Serby.
I've been privileged. You are perhaps interested in a fine Bocara rug at a great sacrifice price.
Mr. Serby, please, let go of my coat lapels. I phoned Max Marcy the good news. Hello, Max.
Yes, Craig?
That $2,000 fee, start spending it.
You found Anatole Barber?
Anatole Barber Belmar. He's using his mother's maiden name. Lives out in Sackett Bay. 30 miles out in Long Island, Max.
Craig, I'm at a loss for words. Why, it's hardly been 12 hours.
No bouquets, Max. It happens. The brakes. I got the brakes. Okay for me to follow through in Sackett Bay?
Just to verify his presence there, how he's established. Craig, the man into flight.
I'll pose as a door-to-door salesman. Max, don't worry.
Telephone me from Sackett Bay.
Will do. So long. At Sackett Bay, Long Island, the guy with blue freckles in the general store told me where to find Anatole Belmar. On an island a half mile off the mainland. Anatole B was known around Sackett Bay as the recluse type. Jet with a black patch over his eye ferried me to Belmar's Island. He drove the leaky motorboat like a suicide, as many knots an hour as he had kids and springs. Hey, Buster, slow down. Hey, Buster, I'm 2 premiums behind in my insurance. Oh, wait. Either deaf mute or not the talking about. I found a suitable fare and began to mumble it. Belmar's Island had overstuffed seagulls on it the size of groceries. It also had a shack. A shack put together with paper, paste, and wire. I knocked politely. Oh, Anatole Belmar? No answer. I did the impolite thing. I just walked in. Inside, I again did the polite thing. I removed my hat. You generally do when you've got visiting manners. You even make a special point of remembering to remove your hat in the presence of the dead. How dead was Anatole Belmar? Dead beyond recall. He was hanging by his neck from a beam 8 feet off the floor. I changed my first diagnosis of suicide when I saw the lump on his head. He'd been slugged and strung up by somebody hoping to pass it off as suicide. I had news for the local police, and after that, I had mournful news for Max. Back in Manhattan, USA, I gave Max the mournful news. Funny thing, though, Max wasn't too surprised.
All day today, I anticipated just what you've now told me, Craig.
You guessed I'd find Anatole Barber Belmar dead?
I guessed, yes.
Where do you hide your Ouija board?
I'll explain, but first tell me if you smell something.
Smell? Yeah, smoke. I smell smoke.
Come, I'll show you why. My file room. Look, Craig.
You've had a fire in here, huh? When, Max?
This morning.
How come the fire was localized to the one room?
Chemical extinguishers. The building porter discovered the fire. He broke down the door and managed to put the fire out.
An incendiary fire, obviously.
Plain as my nose.
And said nose is as plain as an aviation landing strip. I see papers were pulled out of your cabinets, piled on the floor, and a match lit to the pile.
And when I found the fire, I knew at once you'd find Anatole Barber dead.
What's your theory there?
The client who engaged me to find Anatole Barber. I had his signature on a retainer, form I regularly use in my agency every time I take on a case.
So?
I've carefully reconstructed the pattern of the fire. What files were burned, I asked myself. Who would have some interest in destroying a section of my files?
And you finally fixed on this one client?
The only active account I've had in 6 weeks. His file was among those destroyed.
Well, it's a bit arbitrary as a conclusion, Max.
Not so arbitrary when you're related to the murder of Anatole Barber. It's a fact, Craig. The purpose in engaging me was to find Anatole Barber Belmar so he could be murdered. And this trick with my files was to erase every clue there could be to the murderer.
The murderer being the man who engaged you in the first place.
Yes,
What was the signature on that retainer form?
Alan Merritt.
Traceable signature, no doubt. Cinch for a cop to find some public record. That's why he had to recover it, destroy it.
Yes.
And the file was set to confuse matters as a cover-up. Alias Alan Merritt. What does he look like, Max?
Oh, like anybody, nothing distinctive to his appearance. He's average in height, build, complexion, dress, speech.
Oh, Grace. What reason did he give you for wanting you to round up Anatole Barber?
The Barber owed him $10,000 from an old business investment. He wanted to locate Barber so he could file a civil suit.
Fish story.
A lie, yes, surely a lie.
Max,
Yes, Craig.
sad truth is, in finding Anatole Barber, you gave an unwitting assist to a murder. Also, to give credit where credit is due, so alas did I.
We were fingermen.
One other thing, Max.
What?
This alias Alan Merritt. Even with the traceable signature on that retainer form no longer worrying him, he's still got a loose thread dangling. A thread that can become a hangman's noose.
What thread?
You two ever come face to face, you can identify him.